I'm one of the most dumbest traders you will ever know, but somehow I still make money from the market. How's that possible? Well, good question. Come on, let me tell you. It's because I use no fancy indicators, no 20-step checklists, no complicated zones or strategy, just simple price action over and over and over, just like an idiot. And that's why it works. The moment I started to trade like an idiot, I stopped over trading and I started to win more. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm doing every single day, and plus I'm gonna show you some live trading. So let's go. All right, so let's go to the charts. So what I'm doing every single day is I'm taking advantage of the waves that's in the market, okay? So the market is a wave machine. So every single day you're gonna see the market make an up, move or down move, and it's trending something like this where you see levels, and these levels a lot of times will price will react to those levels, okay? And that's because there's orders around those levels, and big players place a lot of orders so they could move those markets around those areas. So when the market comes to these areas like this, okay, I'm looking to take a trade because there's a possibility that the big players might participate, okay? Now, same thing, if I see, a resistance up top, I'm looking to take a trade, or if it comes down to a zone where you see, the market basically reacting to it multiple times, it might bounce, and I'm looking to take a trade, okay? So that's me looking to take a trade at these waves every single day. So that's just one part, okay? Now the next part would be basically understanding the direction, okay? So once I understand the direction, I'm looking to take trades in the market. So right here, the market is waving up, right? You see how the market is going up and down, up and down, up and down. And then basically we're looking to take trades from that, right? So this is where the market opened right here. And what do we see? Well, we see the market was climbing up. Also, we see that we have this level right here, right? So the market reacted to this level multiple times. So this is where the market opened. So when it comes back to this level, again, these levels are where big players might participate. We can look for a trade to the upside. So right here, what we have is the market bouncing at this level, okay? And then you can, take a trade as soon as it reacts to that level, okay? And you put your stop loss either below the candlestick or below a swing low, like this is a swing low right here, okay? And you look for either 2 times your money, or depending on how, active the market, maybe 1 times your money, okay? So that's a quick example of just me showing you what I'm looking for every single day. And also I'm gonna show you some live trading, so bear with me. But I'm just trying to let you understand the concept first, of these waves. I'm trying to take advantage of these waves because these waves are basically something that 10-year-old could see in the market and, trade when you see these waves. Now, when you see these levels, you just don't want to take a trade because you see a level. You want to know the direction first, okay? Now, just because the direction is up doesn't mean that it's going to, always go in your way. So right here, the market is going up in this wave. Notice how it reacted to here. It could either react to here, or sometimes it could go all the way down, to the bottom of the wave and react there. So the next question would be, well, should we take a trade right here, or should we wait to come all the way back down to take a trade right here? The answer is, it's up to you, okay? But I usually take the first reaction. So whatever level is reacting at first, especially if I understand the trend, I'm gonna take a trade. So if it reacts to here, most likely I'm gonna take a trade right here to the upside, okay? But again, just because the market is moving up doesn't mean you want to take a long just because the market is moving up. You also have to look to the left, and let me show you that real quick. So here's an example of, the market is trending up, right? And you probably want to look for longs, and the market is going up and up, but you also have to look to the left. If you look to the left, what's happening right here? Well, we have major sell-off, okay? This is a major sell-off right here. So we call this a major swing high. Anywhere around here is a possibility that sellers could come right back in the market. So you have to be, you have to watch out, especially if you want to take a long around here, okay? So just because the market is trending up doesn't mean that you have to take a long, or you should take a long. It's best, in my opinion, it's best to watch out for any type of resistance in your way before you take that long, okay? So now let me go into the live examples to show you my process and how I'm seeing the market live. All right, so right here, guys, pretty much what is the market doing? It's trending down, okay? It's trending down. So to me, personally, I was looking for shorts, okay? So remember, we're looking at these waves in the market. So the market opened right near this wave right here, this resistance, and I'm looking to take a trade. So this is where the market opened right here, okay? So we went to that resistance. I saw that we had a reaction, which is right here, this candle right here. And as soon as the market reacted to that resistance, when it went below this candle right here, that's what I got in. So I went short right there, and I put my stop loss right here. And then I look for a quick pop to the downside. And this was 2 times my money, okay? So let me show you guys the recording, and let's go from there. And before I even show you guys the recording, this is the 5-minute chart. Everything I do is on the 5-minute chart, right? And after, this trade right here, we're gonna go to the daily chart, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I do it, why I only do the 5-minute. But let's go to this trade real quick. About to get in the market. All right, I got in the market right here. And basically, every time I take a trade, guys, I don't know if it's gonna work out. In my head, a lot of times I tell myself, it's a possibility that this trade is not gonna work out. Now, is that negative thinking? No, it's not negative thinking. It's just me preparing myself for the worst, right? So when I get in, I'm like, it might work out, but it might not work out, So I'm not really like overly hyped or overly concerned. I'm just trying to be mellow. I'm trying to be like in the middle, because when it comes to this trading thing, it could stress you out. It could definitely, mess with you a little bit. So you just got to take what the market gives you. So right here, I'm looking to see any signs, but overall, the market looks like it's trying to go down. So let's fast forward this. So right here, guys, I'm starting to see selling coming in the market. It's looking really good. So I'm like, okay, I'm confident in this trade now. Look, the sellers coming in. If you look at it, I didn't have any drawdown. I love trades like this when it just gets you in. It doesn't really pull back at all. It's going straight down. So right now, the sellers are in control. I'm feeling a little confident in this trade, but also the trade is not done yet. So I'm not getting too cocky yet. I'm not getting cocky at all. I'm just saying, all right, everything's looking good. So let me fast forward this and show you guys what happened next. All right, so notice how it went literally like 1 tick away from my TP, and it reversed it, right? So it's now reversing right now. Only thing I can tell you guys is, trading is a patient game, guys. Like, you really have to be patient, right? So right here, I just got to wait, sit through this pullback, because the market is never going to go, well, I'm not going to say never, but a lot of times it will never go straight to your, target profit, right? It's going to wiggle. It's going to pull back, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with situations like this. So, right now I'm just waiting to see if the market is going to play me, come back and stop me out, or is it going to go to my TP? So let's fast forward this, and let's see what happened next. All right, so right now it's going to my TP. I'm feeling good, and boom, I got my TP right there, okay? So that trade was pretty much straight to the point, and played around a little bit, but we definitely got the profit. I can't complain about that. And that trade I made, let's see what I made on this one. All right, so right here, you see I made 1,800, okay, on that trade. So that trade right there was, at that time, 1 account. So let me go to the daily chart and show you why I'm only trading 1 time frame, which is the 5-minute. All right, so here is the daily chart, right? Now, overall, the daily chart is bullish. This is the NASDAQ, okay, 100. So this is the NASDAQ right here, guys. So overall, the chart is bullish, right? But when you have red days, okay, like a red day like here, or a red day right here, or a red day right here, this is a downtrend on the 5-minute chart. So if you say to yourself, wow, the daily chart is so bullish, I'm only looking for longs. What about the pullbacks when the daily chart pull back, right? Every red candle on a daily chart, 1 day represents 1 day. And that 1 day is a downtrend on the 5-minute chart. So if you're looking for longs, it's a strong possibility you're going to lose every single time you look for a long, okay? So even right here, all these are straight, red candles. So are you going to say, well, just because it's the daily chart and the daily chart is bullish, I'm only going to look for longs? I mean, you can do that, but a lot of times when the market pulls back, is going to confuse you. And that's what it did to me. And remember, I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing is basically simple, right? I'm trading like an idiot. I'm trading as simple as possible. No, confusion. So that's why I only look at the 5-minute chart. So if you go to the 5-minute chart, right, and you look at these, down days, there's opportunity to go short, and you really don't want to go long. We do have bounces here and there, but a lot of these bounces happen either overnight, okay, not during the market open. And basically, a lot of times you don't want to go, look at this drop right here. Why would you want to go long right here? Okay, yes, the daily chart is bullish, but I mean, this is like a account, like you could blow your account trying to go long all these times, right? So that's why I literally focus on a 5-minute chart for everything. 5-minute trend, 5-minute levels, 5-minute entries, 5-minute everything. Okay, so let's go to some more live trading. All right, guys, so this day pretty much I was looking for shorts because we had this crazy sell-off right here. So we had a resistance right here, and I was like, okay, if it hit this resistance, most likely I'm going to look for shorts. Now the market did popped up, and then I took a short right here when it reacted to this level, and I got stopped out. And then after that, I took another trade, right? Because a lot of times when you take a trade, it doesn't mean that that trade is invalid if you get stopped out. Okay, I see a lot of people get stopped out and they don't take that same trade at all anymore. And I'm like, why? Sometimes, you're not going to be right the first time. So sometimes re-entries are really good. So anyway, right here, I got a re-entry. The market was selling off again right here. This nice red candle. So I got in. And then I got my 2-to-1. So I'm up 1x because the loser was only 1x. The winner was 2x. So I'm still up for the day. So let's go to the recording. All right. So right here, you see I just got in the market. And pretty much, again, I don't know what's going to happen. This one, I'm not going to lie. This day I felt kind of, I was like, this is going to be a suspect. Most likely I'm going to get stopped out. Only reason why we had a nice little pop up to the, to that level. So I'm like, you know what? The buyers are looking kind of strong. So, definitely is a possibility that this is not going to work out. They might just blow past this level, continue to go back up. But that's not trading. Trading is not what you think or how you feel. It's literally about your system, your well back tested system. And you have to follow your rules no matter what, no matter how you feel, no matter if you don't think it's not going to work out, you have to follow your rules. Okay. This is why you have to have a well back tested strategy. Because if you don't have a well back tested strategy, you're not going to have enough confidence hold during these moves, or you're not going to have enough confidence to even take the trade in the first place, or you're not going to even have enough confidence if you do get stopped out to take the next trade. That's why it's very important to have a well back tested plan so you can have enough confidence to follow that plan. So right here, let me fast forward this, and you see that the market is going up, about to stop me out. Let's go. And stop me out. Let's go. Boom. Right there, guys. So stop me out. It is what it is. So in my head, what I'm thinking right now is, all right, stop me out. If it gives me another opportunity, I'm gonna go short again. So let's fast forward this, and boom, I got back in the market. So I'm like, all right, we'll see. And in my head, I'm not gonna lie, in my head, I thought I was gonna get stopped out again. Again, this is my gut talking. My gut is saying, oh man, I might get stopped out again. But again, I don't trade based on how I feel, based on my guts, based on nothing. It has to be literally strategy based. That's it. Because the strategy is going to play out in the long run. It should be profitable. And if you get your feelings involved, it's going to mess up everything. So right here, sellers is coming in. I'm like, all right, maybe, hopefully we can get something. So let me fast forward this real quick, and boom. So sellers is coming in, everything looking good. Boom, I got my TP. I'm like, yes. So again, the first loser was a 1x and the winner was a 2x. So I'm up 1x. So let's go to the profits real quick. So see that I'm up pretty much $1,000 for the day, and that was it. So let's go to the next trade. And that last trade that I just showed you, you see it, I was up 1,000. but that's times 4 because now I have 4 accounts. Okay, I'm working on a fifth account, but at the time I didn't want to buy the 5th account because I wanted to experiment on another account, but I might do that later. So right now I only have 4 accounts. So that winner was 4 times. So that was like a 4,000 winner. So times 4. So let's go to the next trade. So here is the next trade, guys. So basically overall, I'm looking for shorts. The market to me is still bearish, right? So I'm looking for shorts, man, you know? So I'm coming here. I see this level right here. I'm like, okay, if it pops to this level, we'll see how it reacts to this level. If it reacts the way I wanted to react, then I'm gonna take a short. So it came to this level right here, okay? And then gave me a nice bearish bar right here. So I went short. So that was my short right there, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I didn't know if this is gonna work out or not, but this was a nice little winner right here. So let's go to the live trade. All right, guys, so basically this is it. I'm in the market. And again, in my head, I'm saying, I don't know if this is gonna work, man, you know, because yesterday, you know, I took a short and it worked out. And this one, I don't know if it's gonna work out. So in my head, I'm like, you know, going back and forth, you know, your mind be playing tricks on you. So it's like, all right, it might win, it might not win, you know, we'll see. Okay. So overall, it's looking good. Definitely sellers are in the market. You know, you see how the sellers is pushing down. And also I didn't even have a drawdown at all. I mean, the market didn't even pull back yet. So I'm like, wow, it's going straight down. So that's a good sign, you know? So let me fast forward this to show you guys what happened next. All right. So right here, guys, the market is basically right at my TP. Again, no drawdown, guys. I wish every trade was like that. Boom, I got my TP. You see that right there? So it was a, you know, straight to the point trade. I mean, I wish every trade was like this. I got in, and this is pretty much, what, a 10-minute trade? That's it, you know? And I wish every trade was like this. But again, you have to take what the market gives you. You can't complain about, you know, if the market gives you profit in 10 minutes or it could be an hour. Whatever the market gives you, you take it, you know? Again, follow your plan, follow, you know, your rules, live with the results and go from there. This trade I made 1,400. So 1,400 times 4, which is like 5,600, okay? So that's what I made that day. And pretty much I have 4 accounts. So I want to get a 5th one, but again, I might get another account, but it's going to be a different way I'm trading it. So that's why I didn't get 5 accounts yet. But anyway, so that is the strategy, guys. I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible. You see it. 5-minute everything. 5-minute levels, 5-minute structure, everything. Keep it as simple as possible. And that's how I'm trading, okay? My brain, the way it works is I don't like confusion, right? I don't like to be confused or, you know, stressed out or just, I don't like things to be complicated. I don't want to be a scientist in order to trade. No, I want to be a simple human being, right? That wakes up, open his chart, look for simple levels, look for a simple trade and go from there. So that's all I have for you guys. If you like this, you know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and told you guys later, have a great day.